Hello, friends, and welcome to another vlog. My name is Kris, the maker behind This Boundless Life. Today is a windy day in the gorge, and it's good in terms of smoke because of the wildfires for us, but it's also bad in terms of wildfires for the firefighters. So you win some, you lose some. Today, I'm going to be washing some merino fleece that was left over from our sheep back when we used to farm and ranch. If you don't know, me and my husband used to run Old Lantern Farm and Fiber back in Union County, Oregon. We had about 100 head of sheep. We lambed out a season. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work. We sold all of our sheep, but I have 5 fleeces left over of 100% merino and some Targhee Suffolk cross fleeces. All of the 5 fleeces that I have been kept in storage with some motorcycle stuff and some leftover books. And my husband decided we don't need our storage unit anymore. We're doing a big basement clean out project, getting rid of baby clothes and all these other things. So he moved all of those things down to the basement, which means I now have the task and the opportunity to wash all of these fleeces before the fall. So today I'm taking advantage of the warm weather and the heat to start on at least one of those fleeces. And one of those fleeces is going to be the merino because I loved my merino girls and I am feeling a type of nostalgic way. So with that being said, let's get to the washing. All right, friends. We are going to make a little lunch while we wait and see how this fleece is doing. So let me give you a little rundown. As you've probably seen in the clips before, this fleece is really, really dirty. And the reason behind the dirtiness of the fleece is after we moved off of the property that we were ranching on and moved into another property, we had stored the fleece, all the fleeces, in the basement of our new house. And it so happens that during the winter, because it was really cold and because the dog hair at the time was so outrageously uncontrollable, because at that time we had 3 dogs and not just Patsy. Patsy, Cannon, and Wedge, who Cannon and Wedge have since passed. They were very old dogs. And Cannon, Wedge, and Patsy all spent the night when they weren't outside doing what dogs do. They would spend the night in the basement. And the basement was cozy warm. It snowed there where we had lived before. And it was just cozy warm, a good place for dogs to hang out. Clean concrete floors. There was some dirt patches here and there closer to like the under the stairs portion of our basement, but it was clean. And so, of course, I didn't have anywhere good to put the giant bags of wool that we had saved. So I just put them in the basement. Well, well, Cannon, our oldest dog, had found the wool. It was propped up in a corner on top of some boxes to keep it off the floor. And she had noticed and found the wool and had the bright idea of pulling down the bags of wool from their propped up spot and making a messy little bed out of them. And because there is some dirt and dust on the floor of the basement, all of that dirt and dust got into the wool. And when I tell you, she had like not just made a bed out of the wool, she had like strewn it about the entire basement. We were dealing with a dog that also had like on set and rapidly oncoming doggy dementia. Very sad times. So, and it just kept happening. I would put it in a bin and then she would just find it and pull it out. It was like a fixation for her. And then Wedge, our other older senior dog, joined in on all of the fun. Meanwhile, Patsy, being the smart little picky that she is, did not ever do that because she's a really good, precious angel of a dog. Precious angel. And now all of that wool is super dirty. Super dirty, just full of dust. So I've had to wash this single fleece. I'm on wash 4 right now. Or soak 4, I should say. We're cold soaking and I'm on the 4th cold soak. Started late in the morning to get this done. Needless to say, I have a feeling that the rest of these fleeces are probably going to have the same fate. Did I want to murder the dogs? Absolutely. Did I murder them? No. Just a huge bummer. Also, these fleeces have an incredible amount of vegetable matter. My girls were not very good at staying clean. They wanted to rub their bodies all over everything. And I didn't coat them because that was really expensive and out of my reach at that time. So I have a lot of VM to go through, which means I'm going to be picking like crazy. Oh God. The baby's got the tripod. Yeah, it's just the way it is. And yeah, that's just the reality of the situation. So I'm going to have a sandwich. I'm going to rinse again, see where we're at. I feel like I might have to rinse 2 more times with a total of 6 rinses. And then I can begin the actual scouring process. I'm just trying to get the most amount of dirt I possibly can out of these fleeces before I scour with hot water. So, wish me luck. that's the vlog for the week. Lots of things I've been working on, from washing all of that wool, which came out super well. I'm very, very proud of myself for going through all of those washes, to finishing up my Sophie shawl and Esperanza socks. There were other things that I ended up finding in my drawers and washing and blocking all over again, because they got like either wrinkly or I didn't even get a chance to block them. So I have a wonderful pile of finished objects to show you next week, which I feel like would be really exciting. Other than that, that is the vlog for the week. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I look forward to showing you a little bit of an FO roundup next week. Until then, happy making.